something's not right. Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Atme, if you really are Master Mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct? Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Master Mask had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now the speckled here surely refers to the pink pattern on the sacred urn. Truth be told, there is no way that Master Mask could have known about this pattern. This pink spotted pattern on the urn is actually nothing more than the paint stains. And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lordly Taylor. I didn't say it was funny. The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say, an error-prone human. And that's where the pink paint got on the urn. Oh, I'm serious. And yet this calling card clearly mentions the pink pattern, which means Detective Atme had seen the urn well before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when the fake photo was taken. And because this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? That is what we don't know yet. Why would he actually do so? I will actually give my personal opinion. Why do I think he did that? One simple reason: to actually frame Ronald Delight and actually get him convicted of murder, aka double jeopardy. And I'm also thinking that Luke Atme was the one who actually wrote the blackmail letters. Only thing I can't figure out, though, is why? Why would he actually write those blackmail letters if he was the one who actually did so? They're doing everything they can to make Ronald look suspicious. Despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. Motive for murder. I, Luke Atme, had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Game Board decided to investigate Master Mask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent them to Ronald Delight. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is Master Mask. That is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill King Bullard. Truly a tragedy. I don't buy it. I'm already aware of that, Godot. What? Okay, so Bullard was the one who wrote it. Go Adderley, Your Honor. Hold it! Who is going to prove that? During a thorough background check of Detective Adamy and King Bullard, we're unable to find any links between them. It's all in the report. Both involved with security. Hold it! Mistook? Yes, I know what it means. That's not what I meant. I like to wipe that smug look off this guy's face. And that's exactly what I intend to do. Why would the victim mistake the defendant for Master Mask? The famous Tear of Emanon. That photo shows a magnificent detective as well, does it not? Yes, I know that. I disagree. Hold it! You mean this blackmail letter right here? And the handwriting is without a doubt the victim's. An address, huh? So what was discovered in Ronald Delight's apartment. And Mr. Delight did show up at the designated place and time. The fact that there was no address is irrelevant. I just had a thought. What if that blackmail letter wasn't meant for Mr. Delight? For some reason, I just can't shake the feeling that there's something not quite right about this blackmail letter. No, I am not satisfied. I'm not buying it. And Mr. Atme, I'm gonna wipe that ugly, smug look off your face once and for all. Something is not right here. Hold it! What do you mean by that? KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. Since I was the security team chief, stole data from the company. Yes, I know that. Hamburg had yet to forgive young Mr. Delight. Which is why he sent him that letter upon mistakenly believing he was the thief. Yes, I know that. Evidence that Mr. Bode was receiving money through blackmail. I know that already, Godot. And there you go. Tear of Emanon, Crown of Angora, Left Hand of Hades, Portrait of Megina. Why did the defendant pay Mr. Board the money? Even though he wasn't actually Master Mask. Hold it! Do you really think that story is gonna hold up? What do you mean? Desiree? Yes, I know that. I already know that, Godot. She already mentioned that. I don't think it was convincing, Maya. Sorry. Hold it. So now that's just your imagination talking. Carefully applied reasoning? I think not. Alright. Of course. Yes, I know that. Was the blackmail letter really intended for Ronald? That's a good point there, Maya. Maybe I'll be able to shake some contradictions loose that way. Something does not fit. I don't think that blackmail letter was intended for Ronald Delight. I think it was intended for somebody else. Question is, who? Something's not right. I don't buy it.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atme? When you said that this letter was addressed to Ronald Delight, I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction. Very well. Contradicting evidence? There you go. Take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the Tear of Emanon, the stolen jewel. The problem is this jewel's color. According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, take a look at this. Red diamonds. There you go. It's the wrong color. There you go. Ooh, yes. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the Tear of Emanon that Master Mask stole at all.
Objection!
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yes. Oh, yes. I know exactly who he was trying to blackmail. Correction, who he was blackmailing. Naturally, it was you, Detective Atme. Basis of that claim? You have been personally involved in every single Master Mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen. And received a jewel as your reward. In fact, it is actually right in the courtroom. It's that very same jewel that he's actually wearing around his finger. There you go. That red diamond ring. That is the diamond referred to in the letter. Which means that King Bullard wrote the letter in order to blackmail you.
Objection!
Oh, you're not getting me this time, Godot. Sorry. Of course I am. Try me. Okay, what's your question then, Godot? Blackmail letter contains a fine passage. If you don't want identity revealed to the world, Abel threatened to make Kugami's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep secret. So just what was that identity? Oh, yes. Atme killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he was trying to keep secret? Exactly. That's exactly what he was trying to do. And this is exactly what it comes to what it all comes down to. Now, you're actually gonna be pretty shocked when I actually tell you, when I actually reveal what this actually was. That day, Luke at me wanted so desperately to keep his secret was his identity as a blackmailer himself. Luke at me was a blackmailer.
Objection!
Two blackmailers blackmailing each other. Bingo. Yup. That indeed. Yup. One blackmailer blackmailing another blackmailer. It's not odd at all. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Kmart was blackmailing Luke at me. But Ronald DeWitt was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yep. There you go. Detailed plans? Yep. Oh, yes. In which case, that would mean that Ronald Delight was actually Master Mask. That is exactly what we're claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets from him. And that someone was none other than Luke at me. There you go. What is? Nope. Indeed I am. Well, yes. Which means I went over his identity when he committed that first crime. True. Alright. You want evidence? Gladly. During the first crime, how did Luke at me know that Ronald Delight was Master Mask? One simple piece of evidence. Right here.
Take that!
I think I see it. When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to become the center of attention. This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Ronald Delight in his guard uniform. It seems that Master Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't even fool a child, let alone an ace detective. And that's what you figured when you figured it out, Mr. Atme. That's when you learned that under his mask, Master Mask was Ronald Delight. A fraud? Indeed. A murderer? Indeed. Nope. I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity. And no, I'm not pressing any buttons, everyone. It would seem we finally arrived at the real answer. Indeed. Bailiff, please prepare a sale for Mr. Atney.
Objection!
Something wrong there, Godot? Oh, what's wrong? Did little Godot actually lose his case? No. Something wrong there, Godot? What's that? Not bad. Not bad there, Godot. But who said I was done yet? I gotta prove that Atney was at Mr. Bullard's office out on that night. Of course I can there, Maya. Damn it. Everyone, don't forget what I mentioned before, that this case is going to be going into double jeopardy. If we hear more of Detective Atney's testimony...
Objection!
What do you mean? No. Nope. Oh, I have no intention of giving up. Nope. Double jeopardy. One of the basic rules of any court of law. Indeed. Should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. That is what double jeopardy is. This is a fundamental rule of all courts. And it applies to the witness as much as it applies to anyone else. Mr. Atney will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as Master Mask, which means he will be innocent as far as the murder of King Bullard is concerned. means he will never be again be tried as Kane Bullett's murderer. Oh, I am not done yet. Trust me. Do I have any objections? Yes.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor! Holy! I know that's really Maya who's standing before me, but right now she's my mentor, Mia Fey. Not yet. Testimony's not over yet. Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made today. Unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks. Very well. Then shall we prove their importance via cross-examination? At any rate, as long as the witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that alright with you, prosecutor? Oh, I don't think so. Let's hear it. It's true that the witness has made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination. The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer. Oh, yes. One shot is all I'm gonna need. I known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph ready. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ronald Delight. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button didn't have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left the fingerprints if he had sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Dwight was wearing his Master Mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter, the victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. I disagree. Nope. one chance is all I'm gonna need. Now, I did say that this is one of the hardest games in the entire franchise. And this is one of the reasons why I mentioned that. I can't present evidence. Only one chance. That's all I'm gonna need, though.